This is PNN, the Psychedelic News Network, and I'm Sebastian Coco, your host as we recap the last week in psychedelic news. In local Colorado news, a small university in Boulder is making big headlines for expanding education on psychedelic-based treatment. Naropa University recently announced a postgraduate program revolving around the use of psilocybin as a therapeutic treatment, which will start in June. This comes just 2 years after the university launched a general online postgraduate program for psychedelic-assisted therapies. The Multidisciplinary Association for Psychedelic Studies, or MAPS, has announced that they are providing psychedelic crisis assessment and intervention training to Denver's first responders. This is the first of any kind of psychedelic-oriented training being officially established for the first responders of any American municipality, and MAPS is hoping that it can share this gold standard program crafted from over 30 years of professional psychedelics experience with other cities soon. Earlier this month, the Department of Veteran Affairs allocated $20 million for clinical trials concerning the use of mdma and psilocybin as a treatment for PTSD. Many veteran advocacy groups, such as the Heroic Hearts Projects, have been in favor of psychedelic therapy as a treatment for veteran ailments for years, and have been key in this new development of state-sponsored psychedelic therapy. The tax status of an Iowaska-using church in Iowa faces an uphill battle with the federal appeals panel as it tries to achieve a tax-exempt status. The IRS denied the Iowaska Church of Healing, or ICH, tax-exempt status when told there was, quote, no question that using ayahuasca as a sacrament violates public policy by DC Circuit Judge Edwards. ICH counselor Simon Steele argues that, under the 1993 Religious Freedom Restoration Act, the government has not satisfied a strict scrutiny standard in order to treat the sacrament as illegal. A European consortium has been awarded 6.5 million euros in order to investigate whether psilocybin can improve end-of-life mental health care for patients with severe and progressive diseases. The study is called PsyPal, is being coordinated by the University Medical Center Groningen in the Netherlands, with institutions like Uppsala University participating in the trials, and is the first of its kind to receive funding from the EU. A psychedelic drug developer has been awarded $14 million by the National Institute on Drug Abuse in order to develop their ibogaine analog for opioid use disorder. Gilgamesh Pharmaceuticals hopes that their compound, currently named GM3009, will prove to be, quote, cardiac safe, alluding to concerns around the cardiotoxicity of traditional ibogaine use that is likely a barrier to FDA approval. Finally, after processing 70,000, quote, trip reports, which include clinical reports, Reddit posts, and dark web blogs, Mindstate Design Labs is looking to test the first AI-designed psychedelic in human subjects. It is asking the FDA to greenlight a clinical trial involving this drug, 5-MeO-MIPT, also known as Moxie, which CEO DiNardo describes as, quote, psychedelic tofu and plans to use as a psychedelic, quote, primer for a generic, quote, probe substance that, when combined, achieve a targeted and desired state of consciousness. Thank you all for watching. This has been the Psychedelic News Network, reporting on March 10th through 17th. Have a great day and an even better trip.